Hi there, it's Moira McDonald. Thanks very much for stopping by to have a wee look at what's on offer today. I have a traveller's notebook style junk journal for you. It's a sort of standard traveller's notebook size as far as I'm aware. I'll just check because knowing my luck it won't be. Oops, right. It's just under 4.5 by 8.25. It is scrapbooking paper. It's Lemoncraft, this one, but it had sort of very faint white writing on it. So what I did was I used a text stamp to add to that, and I embossed that with embossing powder. So there's some white writing from a stamp on the front and back. I put a piece of lace down the spine, and there's one signature obviously, so that's sewn in. Closure is matching crocheted lace, and I've added a wee bulb pin here with a tiny charm, which is a little padlock. So I thought that was quite appropriate for somebody keeping all their secrets in their wee book. Now, it's quite similar to the last book I did, in as far as it's pretty well decorated really. There is still a fair bit of writing space, but there's also quite a lot of decoration in the book, so you can see what you think. Everything is the book pages and whatever are all certainly vintage. They're all from the 1930s or earlier. And most of the actual ephemera I have cut out myself, and I think most of it is Lemoncraft. A book page in there, and so you can write there, you can write there. This is the first tuck spot in the book. I think there's 4 tuck spots in here, and what I've included is 2 little playing cards. Both are the 10 of diamonds. Well, to be honest, I pulled that one out and I thought, right, I'll look for the wee 10 of diamonds to go with it. I just thought they were quite nice as little ephemeras. I made another one of those. Let me see if I can find something behind it. One of those slides. Basically all I do is use a die to cut a square, and I didn't have a rectangular die that was the right size to fit the little acetate picture, so I used the square die, a little square die for that, and just moved it down halfway to make it a bigger hole, and I've kind of distressed the rest of it. Now the book is it's been coloured using vintage photo ink sprayed on the pages along with mica powder. This is a piece of my printed ephemera which I've distressed up. I said to it, I'm going to throw you in the bin, and it got quite worked up. I'm just joking, right? That's what I mean by distressed. I distressed it. Right, I distressed it with vintage photo and stamped in 1 or 2 wee bits with my kind of peeled paint type stamp, and that's frayed burlap. And just a wee stamped image on paper. You can always journal on the back of those. Wee square doily, again stained with vintage photo and the mica powder. I'm not sure you can really see it terribly well. You might see it in the page depending on how the light hits it. I've actually had to shut the blind because when the sun shines in this back room in the afternoon, it's positively blinding, so it's just not worth it. This is from a piece of ephemera I had, which I scanned and copied. I just tore down the date on it, which was 19th of May 1865. I thought that was quite good. Some die cut letters, stamps, flowers that I fussy cut out myself. This picture is from a French magazine from the 1940s. So we've got some of the text behind one of the images, one of the fashion pages. And this particular book page is French. By chance I was looking for something in my cupboard and I came across some papers that I clearly must have bought on eBay at some point, I think when I first started doing junk journals, and I really didn't know what to do with them after I bought them. It was just book pages, so since I found them today I thought I'll make good use of those and start putting them in my books. This is from that French magazine again. And now these are from that letter that I had the date on. Another tuck spot here, and it's just, let me see, that's some old, it's a copy of a receipt for something, motor factors. It's dated, let me see, dated 1932. It's obviously it's a photocopy and I've kind of distressed it. Bus ticket using the Tim Holtz stamps and dies, and just another one of my stamps that I've copied up there. And again, everything's distressed. Big square doily here. And then a book page. This is from Hansel and Gretel, this particular page, and that's the woodcutter and his second wife taking the children out to lose them. Another page there, pretty much the same way. A couple of wee images that were in the pack that I'd got with the book pages, so I thought I might as well start using these kind of things. You know, there's stuff that I hadn't really known what to do with way back, but I've kind of advanced a wee bit since then. Just some random stamping there. I think that one's actually Latin. Yeah, it could be, nope, that's a German one. I think it's a Prima stamp. Book page, centre of the signature, and there goes Timmy, right. A wee dog barked away in the distance, so everybody's, oh goodness. I just need to wait till they calm down a wee bit. We're a little calmer. Right, back to the book. I've got a wee bit of kind of bridal applique down the bottom here as well. Just everything and anything that adds a wee bit of interest to the book. Another tuck spot here, and a little ticket from the Tim Holtz sets, and a tag that I made just using collage items that were left over when I'd finished the book. Distressed it up as usual, and this was another receipt, sum of £350, 0 shillings for the purchase, money for the, well, it looks as if it's for a house, 20 Queen Street in Alnwick, wherever that is, somewhere down south. 350 quid, it's like a cheque. Another page there, another wee bit of that bridal lace. Can always rely on Timmy to bark. Can always rely on Daisy to bark, come to think of it. This is a French, well, teaching school kids French here. Again, the book is, I think it's something like 1939. This is another letter that I've got. Again, I went to town in distress in this one when I printed it out. But it really does look like it's a good age. I've used that on this page, and oh no, in fact it must have been in one of the other pages. Where was it? Give me a second, because I know it's somewhere else in the book. Where is it? Oh, there it's there. No, that was page. Oh no, there's another page coming up. Right, it's okay. Take it all back. Right, another tuck spot here. A couple of bus tickets. Another one of the frames that I made myself. A piece of ephemera, just using collage and distress ink. And another kind of, it's a wee postcard, basically apologising for something. So it's so nice having tuck spots so I can fit things in. Right, another page. It's more of the same really. There's one of my decoupaged buttons there. No, there's the Latin stamp there. And another page. This is French yellow pages, because I bought a batch of French papers from someone on eBay, and among it was one of the maps of, I think it might be Paris, from a yellow pages or a page jaune. So I thought I'd put that in as well, and just a wee bit of random stamping at the back. And that's us. That is the book. So, I hope you like it. You can let me know what you think. It will be up for sale in my Etsy shop, which is BygonesEra. So, if you're interested, I'll leave a link below and you can pop over and have a wee look at things and see what you think. So, thanks very much for your time, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye!